Good morning. Welcome to the Insecure Chef. And today we're going to do my version of McDonald's sausage egg McMuffin. And the reason it's my version is because I'm going to be doing it in Ninja Foodi. And we'll see how it comes out. So now, as you know, you can do it several ways. You can do it with sausage. You can do it with ham. You can do it with and without egg. The one we're going to do today is going to have egg and ham for my wife, and egg and sausage for me. So let's get started. We're going to be taking these porcelain ramekins, as you can see, and first important step is to make sure you spray them, because you'll never get the egg out of there if you don't. So a quick spray in each one, like that. And because I'm paranoid, I actually massage it around. I assure you my hands are clean. And that way you won't have any trouble, because they'll just plop straight out. So with that said, my wife's going to move that out of the way, and we'll get started. Now for the first task here is to crack the egg, which for most people is easy. For me, it's not so easy. So we're going to give it a shot, okay? So here we go. All right, it's egg number one. It looks like I didn't do anything wrong. And now we'll go to egg number two. 2 for 2. Wow, it's my lucky day. All right, now we're going to take the Ninja Foodi, and we're going to put a cup of hot water in there. I say hot water because it just cuts down the boil time to get this thing going, because we're going to be pressure cooking the eggs. You don't have to use hot though, but I found it saves time. All right, so we're going to turn on the Foodi, okay, and we're going to place the eggs in the air fryer basket, like so, and then we're going to put on the pressure lid. Don't forget to move this to the sealed side, all right, and then we'll get the pressure lid on that. By the way, and I only discovered this about a month ago, on the pressure lid there's a little arrow. It's in black, which makes it hard to see, but there's a little arrow, and much to my surprise, there was a little spot here on the machine, because I used to go crazy trying to get this lid on. When you line those two things up, it goes right on. Who knew? So with that said, we're going to go to pressure. We're going to leave it at high, and I'm going to cook these eggs for 5 minutes. I found that time seems to make them very much like a nice poached egg. So we'll be back in a few minutes once this starts, and then we'll continue. Okay, the Ninja is complete. We're going to let out the steam right now with my favorite steam diverter. So let's do that right now. Whoops. All right, we're going to take a minute to divert that steam, and when that's done, we'll continue. Okay, so the press is done. We'll take him off. The little pin has gone down. Always make sure that that's down. And now we can take off the cover, and we'll put this someplace safe. Be careful, it's a lot of hot water that's the residual left inside the cover. And if you look down there, you'll see that the eggs are well cooked, and we're going to get those out now, hopefully. I always have a tendency to drop these guys, so we're going to try it the best we can. There's one, okay, and let's move this thing over. And you'll notice I got these little mittens here, which is kind of nice. And there's two. All right. So now at this point, we're going to be switching from pressure cooking to air frying. I'm going to take the 2 English muffins, which I've already cut, and I'm going to butter them. All right. How much butter you want to use is up to you. It's probably a little bit too much. So I'm going to put it in. I like to put it on the back end of the muffin, but that obviously is totally unimportant. All right, so my wife likes the English muffin well done. So I'm going to put hers in first. I'm going to put hers in first. And I'm going to set the Ninja down to air fry as soon as this closes off, if it'll let me. All right, it's just deciding to give me a little trouble. That's because I don't follow the rules. Sorry about this. All right, so we're going on air fry. All right, we're going to move it to 400 degrees and we're going to set it for 7 minutes. Now the 7 minute again is because my partner here likes it a little extra crunchier and I don't particularly. So what I'll do now at this point is when this gets down to 5 minutes, I'll open the lid and put the rest of the English muffin in. So we'll be back in about 2 minutes. Okay, as you can see that the first set of English muffins have begun cooking. The butter is melted. What I'm going to do now is just going to make a little room. Be careful, this is very hot. And now I'm going to put in my English muffin with the butter. You got to maneuver around to get them to fit, but they go in. All right, there we go. That's good enough. All right, and now I'm going to add the ham for my wife, which is on this side. And I'm going to put my frozen sausage patty in as well. And now we're going to continue the process for another 5 minutes. At the minute and a half mark, however, I will open this up and I'll put in the cheese. So let's close this down. The process continues and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
All right, we're approaching the minute and a half mark or thereabouts, so I'm going to open it up. If you look in, you'll see that everything is cooking very nicely. And what I'm going to do now is basically the almost final step is I'm going to put in the 2 pieces of cheese. You can put them on the meat or whatever. In this case today, I'll put them on the open portion. All right. And now I'll complete the cooking. A minute and a half, minute and 45 should be more than enough for the cheese to melt. And the frozen patty should be unfrozen. And the ham will start to get a bit crispy. So, a minute and a half to go. Okay, so we're down to about 5 seconds. We'll wait until the Ninja completes and let it go through its 8-second cooling cycle, which, as I've stated many times, I don't quite understand, but we'll just let it complete that and we're ready to go. So, take a look now down there. You'll see that the ham is nice and crispy. The cheese is melted, and hopefully the frozen patty is done. I'm open to suggestions for anybody who sees this video. I don't have any good method other than burning my fingers and getting these things out of here. So if you got a good idea, I've tried tongs, I've tried all kinds of stuff, and I've not been satisfied with it. So that comes out of there. Okay, that comes over there. And hopefully that's the last one there. All right. So now you can see the almost finished product. All you have to do now is take your egg, and this should plop right out. As you see, it does. Okay, and there they go. And that is the completed sandwich. And you can obviously fold them over if you like, however you want to do this. All right. And there's one. And here is number 2. And that is my version of McDonald's sausage with egg McMuffin. Enjoy your breakfast. I hope you try this. Any comments? I'd appreciate it. Any suggestions? Also appreciate it. Bon appetit.